Welcome, Bantu Nkosi. Welcome to the second episode of the Catch My Twist podcast.
Welcome.
We first of all would like to apologize for posting this a day after where we had said if Indosi post on Kabelo the next Saturday we're posting it. But then please bear with us, we had some technical difficulties yesterday that couldn't allow us to do what we usually do.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. But we'd like to thank you guys for listening to us. That first episode got such a positive hospitality from you guys. And that for us just gave us enough,
It was just more motivation to carry on with this.
There was more motivation to carry
honestly, on. the love was unexpected. Like people really took please give us feedback to heart, for real, and they gave us positive feedback and gave us a few pointers that we would like to implement in future. Thank you very much, people. Keep listening, keep sharing, and we're gonna keep on doing this. Sorry for the late recording, but these things happen. And next week we're gonna bring another one to you guys, no matter what.
All right. As usual, you've got me, the sounds off. I've got my co-hosts here. There's three of us today. We've got Ikarvss, and we've got Landlord.
Landlord.
All right, gents. Yeah, the past week has been filled with controversy, I should say. Not controversy in a bad way, but controversy in a good way.
Just a lot of happenings.
Yeah, just a lot of happenings, bro. I mean, we've got Ikarvss and his Samsung deal.
Ikarvss, Nasty's toe, like trick shot.
We've got trick shot, bro. Yeah.
Like there's a lot that's been going on. With this Casper thing, Casper, on the blogs I heard that Casper Ikarvss just signed a new Samsung deal worth allegedly 25 million rand. Like that right there just blows my mind. We had a conversation about him, Casper Ikarvss, the man himself, last week, talking about his business skills and his business mind as a rapper, and he just added another notch to his belt. Like, Samsung is such a wide.
It's everywhere.
It has a wide reach. And the fact that Samsung had decided to call him the new face for their brand, that's just a major step in
It's two megastars in their respective fields, dude. I mean, Ikarvss is big in the hip-hop industry of South Africa, and then you've got Samsung Mobile, which is big in the cell phone industry worldwide. If you take those two and put them together,
together just something major.
It's something major.
Yeah, I think it's going to do wonders for the brand. So it's a good business decision from the brand to make him
the face of
Samsung.
The face of
Africa,
Samsung.
not only in South Africa. Like in Africa, man, the boy has been working.
But this is not his first cell phone contract deal.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
A few years ago, he released AG Mobile.
His own cell phone.
Yeah, AG Mobile approached him. They said, Cass, if you push this phone...
Designing his own cell phone.
How many rappers got their own cell phone?
None, dude, none. I mean, of course, they've got what you call lotions and shoes.
Yeah.
And some of them are fighting for alcohol, but he's the only one that's got cell phones in his bag. And this is the second one.
He's not doing any fighting. He knows where it's at. He's gonna go.
He's a very smart businessman.
He's very smart. But then, do you think he's worth 25M though?
25.
I think it depends on right now. There's no arguing. This is one of the biggest rock stars in Africa, basically.
Yeah.
One of the biggest. With them making him the face of African Samsung Africa.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the contracts, how many years it's going to
Okay, well, we don't know what the contract says.
We don't know what it
Because
says.
you can't just say he's not worth it or he's worth it. Depending on the contract and what he gotta do for that 25M.
25M.
And we have to understand.
But we're not even sure that it's a 25M.
Okay, it's alleged.
Yeah,
alleged.
Yeah.
And you have to know that there was a negotiation before the deal got signed and everything. So 25M might not have even been the original price or the original money that was being traded there. And man, if you can get even 20, get that shit, bro. That 25 million. I'm just astounded. I'm proud. I'm proud for the South African man, getting his money, doing it big. That's a major step for the man. 25 mil to be the face of a phone that 80% of South Africans have.
Consume, but I think Ikarvss has always been a wise businessman because even if you look back, there was a situation where a certain alcohol brand approached him to do an advert for 250, and he said, "I wanted a meal." He turned them down.
It turned them down, and then they gave it to another guy.
artist. Yeah, I think he has always knew his worth. We also gotta look at how much it's worth. The impact he has on the game right now, and the influence.
But I'm interested in the sales that he's gonna bring in, because for AG Mobile, apparently he brought in. They sold 500,000 units of the cell phone that he had designed, and that's just AG Mobile. But how many units do you think he's gonna sell with Samsung?
I think he's going to do more numbers because we also need to look at Samsung is already a major brand on its own. Without him being
numbers.
He's just going to add those numbers. It's about him improving.
I just feel like he can't lose. He can't not do his job. Samsung is gonna sell good
with
anyway.
or without him.
He's just along for the ride now.
It's more of him pushing the brand.
Asaz. Okay, we're just gonna let something get in the way for some time, and then we're gonna come back. And when we come back, what are we talking about?
You are now listening to Catch My Twist.
We're gonna be talking about Toriso, the musician, and his alleged stabbing by the hands of allegedly a group called Skirt Gang. I don't know, but we're just gonna get into that. Somebody help me with the full story, the alleged full story, please. Come on.
Okay, from what I heard, that's they were at some sort of an event or something like that, or a gathering, and apparently the school gang is made out of 3 people or something like that, and apparently they asked him to bow down to them or something like that, and he refused, which is what led them to kicking and stabbing him. Apparently he tried to run away, and he ended up at the park where they still were chasing him, kicking. I was able to, the video was very disturbing though. I was able to view the video on Twitter somewhere. I was able to find it, and it's just very disturbing to see a guy die while someone is taking a video instead of trying to stop the situation. This is what it has came to now. Just because allegedly he didn't want to bow down to this kid.
And it's school kids, right?
School kids.
School kid.
The next day, one of the alleged schoolmates who were gang members was posted saying that Kimbulai and Bakabaka Sinsware, which loosely translates to I killed him, they won't catch me. Apparently, his dad is a police and whatnot.
And it's not, apparently, allegedly, it's not the first time he's doing this. So,
Oh, okay. So it's a habit now.
yeah, which is why he was so confident to get on video and brag about it. Like,
Which
something
means
try.
that his parents, if they are policemen, they know that this is what he does.
They
And
know
it's
that
not
he's
the
clean it
first
out.
time it's happening, allegedly. Which means that if it's true, they've been helping him get away.
With all these things.
That's
There's
bad
a lot
parenting,
more
man.
than you
Yeah.
can get caught with.
It's bad parenting.
It's cold, dog. It's cold. Especially if you see the video, the way he died. Like there were so many people around him and around the situation who could have stopped it,
But they didn't.
They didn't, man. Like,
They didn't.
what is our community council, man? Like, where you just let some people like watch a person die, man. Like,
I don't
and
think
put
it's-
up your phone and just take a video and post that shit.
It's the 21st century. That's what this whole social media thing is. It's much better to record or share the moment than to be in it. That person probably didn't even think about the fact to go to this Teresa was dying. Like he didn't think about the fact that this person was actually losing their life. They were just there taking in a moment, videotaping a moment that is so bad. Like I can't believe this type of stuff can happen. And the fact that it has some kind of link allegedly to this skirt culture. Like I don't know how this can go on, but I'm not surprised being that it's 2019. A lot of crazy shit is happening these days. A lot of crazy shit is happening with the kids in school, with the kids out of school. With everybody's just it's bad, man. And R.I.P. to Toriso and grievances to his family. And
It's a very sad thing because he was a young
Yeah.
musician. I
Young
saw
musician.
a video
Young
of him playing
musician.
some drum, man. The man was very talented, man.
Listen to that. That's
Like,
one drama gone.
on, like,
Why? Because I didn't want to bow
Bow
down to you. Why?
like, who are you?
Why? But
I think they're also going to blame the pills. They might claim that they might have been high or something like that.
There's a lot of loopholes
Yeah.
surrounding that situation, especially now with the political parties entering. Today was supposed to be a peaceful march, so that not that it was supposed, it is a peaceful march today, so that justice system can take the correct steps towards handling the situation. But now that politicians are in it, they see it as an opportunity to canvass for their
Yes.
political parties.
They're gonna.
Oh, which is wrong, dude, because there's this family that's crying
Somebody's dead.
and you pushing your
Their
political
own
agenda.
agendas, like,
Oh,
they ain't
dude.
right, dog.
As a fellow musician, I just wanna say hats off to our fallen guy. It's quite sad.
R.I.P. to the lost
I
soul.
saw a petition online where they were posting to justice for Toriso. And
I signed that petition.
yeah, I also did. So try and looking for it and signing it if you can, man, because it's a very horrible thing, man. Our
And the
justice system is failing us, like right in our hands, man.
And the fact that it's so much confidence from this dude, like from this dude who allegedly did it.
He's smiling in the video.
Yo,
dog.
I saw
And
He's
he
smiling.
sees nothing wrong with the fact that he's gonna post this. He wants people to know that it's him, and he feels like he's not gonna get anything done to him, and that's a flaw right there in today's culture. People think they won't be held accountable for their actions, and that's not true. We have to somehow make sure that stays false. We have to make sure that people are held responsible for their actions, and no, I don't.
I think parents should also like start playing like a proper role, man. We can't always blame it on like today's culture, we don't raise ourselves at the end of the day.
Exactly.
We can't keep saying today's culture. Like, we take what is given to us. Like, if you're not I'm not saying that they ain't good parents, but like, if I don't have good parents, I want to show it. I do like messed up things.
Yeah, you don't have guidance.
Guidance, yeah.
All right. On that note, guys.
You are now listening to Catch My Twist.
Moving right along. I don't know, man. One of our co-hosts is going to go crazy.
I gotta bring it out.
At this. But we have to talk about it because it happened.
Yeah.
Unestisi on Sunday, if I'm not mistaken, posted a video of his
Secrets,
of his long
kept
secret. He says that his girlfriend has known the secret for
We found out about it last year.
for like a year now.
Yeah.
And from what we know, they've been dating for quite some time.
Yeah.
How do you hide that from someone you've been dating for that long?
It must be.
Shama Sogi
Hey,
so
man, for real.
So Shama Sogi says,
I can't speak for him. So what I'm
You
very
can't speak
very-
for him,
I
but
can't speak for him. He had his ways.
you know, what if
Although-
our guests probably like at the same time?
he had his ways.
Yeah,
Okay.
he had his way.
But then the guy came up and he showed us his toe.
Showed us
and-
his big toe.
I don't know whether you intend the pun there. I don't know. But then I feel that that was the most bravest thing he could have
man.
done. I mean, he boosted self-esteem for millions of other kids out there. And I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I feel as though that it is the right thing he could have done, because look at him now. He's a prominent figure and a lot of people
Society.
look up to him. And if he's going to come out and show that, listen,
Not
Lancelot,
perfect, man.
I'm not perfect. You have a big head.
You don't
I have a
to be
big toe. Siafana, it's just different. It's placement of the what you call genes. I don't know how you guys feel about this, but I think it was very brave of him, and from my side, I say
salute
to
him
him,
for that.
big ups.
Salute him for it.
Yeah, dog. Like he's helping. Like we know that, especially with our generation.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people are depressed, killing themselves, and all that shit. I'm not saying it's a trend, but people are struggling out here, man. People don't have enough self-confidence, man. If you don't love yourself, how do you expect someone else to love you, man? And with what he did, man, it was like telling the youth, like, it's okay not to be perfect, man. You don't have to be perfect, you know? Everybody got their own thing, man. I got my own thing, you got your own thing. I ain't gonna reveal it or something. But everybody got their own thing, man.
You see, that's the thing. Like when he revealed it, like he gave like something of a sob story. Like, yeah, I was bullied because of this. Like exactly.
Yeah.
And if they did see it, something PE or something, you go and play soccer, bruh. I think I would have thought about Funny Scale would have valued the dude with the biggest toe more when it came to soccer, man.
Because when you're
The clearance that could
striker.
come out of that shot, bro. What are you talking about? Like, I don't know how people, man, I didn't know. I'm not trying to be mean or anything. It's just I didn't see that much of a sob story in it. But I get Uguti, like he took a big step, pun intended. Took a big step just to show people Uguti he has something of a chink in his armor, right? And yeah, man, big ups. You
Now
know.
we know no rapper can go toe to toe in that.
Oh my gosh!
We know that
No
for sure
rapper
now.
can go toe to
We know
toe
that
in
for sure.
You niggas is bullshit, aye.
Ah, no, man.
Nah, Jen, you can't do that.
Nobody can go to the
You
song with
can't
that
do
nigga,
that.
man.
You cannot.
Nobody.
You
Nah.
cannot. Hey,
Right.
Gen Z.
Let's take one more break just for a sec. We'll be right back just now.
You are now listening to Catch My Twist.
And we're back once again. This is Catch My Twist podcast, and we were just going off on Nasty's big reveal. And now we're about to talk about what, people?
Trick shot.
Trick shot.
Trick shoot.
Trick shot my jaws. She just released a new short film. Something a little over 5 minutes, and that piece, that film was pretty cool to me. It was pretty cool to me. It was a lot cooler than I thought it would be for 5 minutes. I thought the short film would be long, but like it wasn't. She got
It's a short film, dude. What do you
yeah.
expect?
I thought at
It's
least
10
10 minutes.
minutes,
Like
dog.
exactly,
Like,
bro. At least like
That's
10
more of a
minutes.
video, dog.
Yeah.
A music video.
Yeah,
What the
that
hell?
was a
That
video,
means-
music video.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it's cool. She got her story across, man. She's the one that never misses, you know.
She shoots a shot.
Of course, she shoots.
she never
and
misses.
She never misses. And like, Gwanda, you had a good take on the video.
Yes, man. Yes. The lady did something that I've never seen being done in the industry. Okay, maybe it's being done, but I've missed it, and it's only been opened up to me after that video. She was able to fuse different cultures and different belonging groups, I should say. In that video, if you've seen it, there's a guy that's holding a huge ass radio over his head,
Boombox.
delivering
Boombox,
is it called a boombox?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Boombox, right?
Yeah, he has like a boombox over his ear and is delivering a note to Majozi. And as he passes, going to Majozi, there's a group of Ikotane. They're selling jerseys, bruh, and they do something that I wouldn't have expected from Iskotane, because the general stereotype around Iskotane is that they are loud and badlala ngokastard.
Ultra man.
Yeah, badlala ngokastard. But
Super
as
sweet.
this guy with the boombox walks past Lizzie Kotane, they dab.
Yeah.
They dab, and
They dab.
Ukdaba is usually associated.
Screw.
Exactly. It's usually associated with those guys. Now she was able to fuse the two together. Ikotane were able to ukama with the way they dress, but then she was also able to cater for the screw guys with that dab. And I don't know, for me that's become that was beautiful for me, because she shows Guti, she does this type of music, but then she understands Guti, she's got fans coming from everywhere.
Yes,
I think
exactly.
it showcases South Africa,
As it
South
is
African
now.
culture. Because
Yeah.
if you look at the youth, man, we're just a melting
Yeah,
pot.
exactly.
Like,
It's just
a melting
everything.
pot.
Everything is just fusing into.
together, man.
Wow.
Just a
Fusing
melting
together
pot
for real.
of different cultures, man.
For
And
real.
we are able to get along with each other.
Mhm.
And that's what she was able to do with her video. She was able to show their side of the youth, man.
At the end of the day, people are just trying to be happy.
Yeah.
Whether they're doing the Skotanic dances or they dabbing, you know. And another thing that I liked about the video, it's just like she carried it. She has this certain theme, like within all her videos, like Wuku and all the others, like
Yeah.
like she it's like the videos always take place in her own world. Like she has this imagination.
She's got a fantasy.
She's
world.
very creative,
a
man.
very creative,
Very creative
with-
fantasy world.
Yeah, exactly. And that world was shook, like it was shown beautifully in that
You are
trick shot
able
video.
to visit it.
Yeah, exactly, and it was super cool. I wish she could do something like this more often and a little bit longer, please. Just 5 more minutes. Just 5 more minutes.
Niggas are
But
crying.
it was.
That's for 5
but it
more
was-
minutes.
it was
I feel
really
it's
cool.
ample time. If you guys say it's a
It
short
was
film,
really
then
cool. It was really
that's
cool.
beautiful. Back to what you said about her living in her own fantasy world in music
Yeah,
videos.
yeah.
Have you noticed, Guti, she's always got her
Yes, always.
traditional shandes. What do they
Traditional-
call it? Shibalani. I think she's stronger. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not even sure, but
But she's a
She
princess or
is a
something.
thing.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I
But she's
know.
always got that shandes going,
always
man.
got it. Like,
And she
she's-
makes it look cool.
Yeah, she's turned it into her swag. Like,
She always said like there's nothing cooler than being African right now.
yeah.
Like even if you look at the fashion trend, you look at your Gucci's, man, they're stealing our shit.
They
They're
honest,
taking
yeah,
the what you
they
call, and they're
honest.
putting it on their
Yeah,
clothes.
man, like
Yeah.
Wow.
there's nothing cool.
And
cooler
she's
than being
owning it.
African
That's the other cool thing about her. She's always stayed authentic to who she was. Like,
Even on Global Citizen, right?
yeah, man.
Even on, and that has like a worldwide reception. And she was in her Chibelane on that stage performing
Like,
hook.
no
Oh my
switching up.
goodness.
No switching up.
Yo. If only people stayed true to themselves, like how that girl stays true to herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then there is another one, Oganjalo, who went to the BTs,
Job.
got his
His
award.
job, this job will never change. Man.
Yeah.
God is someone
asazi.
lo bra.
Asazi.
God is someone.
Awusijaba phela umzulu mfethu.
Hey, ngempela.
Yabona lehlosi nomqhele. Yabona beshaya imvunulo nje
Hey.
bese ukuthi hawu umzulu lo.
Yeah, exactly.
Asaz, gents.
Like yeah.
Right, good people, thank you for joining us on this wonderful episode of Catch My Twisting.
Twist.
Did I miss something?
No, not even, bro.
Oh, okay. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for being with us. Please carry on sharing the podcast to your people, your fam, your friends, and anybody else you think would be interested in this type of thing. We appreciate the love and please listen.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't know. Maybe we will later on broadcast this formally. Oh yeah, please follow us on Twitter. We are there at Catch My Twist. The page is up and running. Please keep an eye out. We might have a special guest on studio, someone who is making waves in the music industry of Durban. He recently released a track.
Yeah.
If he agrees to being on the show next week, and if the co-hosts agree to having him on the show next week, we will formally notify the people. We will formally notify you people out there. So yeah, just please
Can I give a hint?
please give a hint. Please
Nah,
give a
let
hint.
them guess. Keep them on the toes. man.
Yes.
Keep them on the toes.
Like, well, they might not even get the reference.
Okay, hit them.
Just saying, it's velvet season, you know.
It's velvet season. It's velvet season.
Alright,
The people that are behind Velvet Season will be with us next week, Thursday. Just pray, Jay. Keep your fingers crossed. Yeah. See you next week. We out.
This is Ikarvss, Lance, and the sounds off.
We out.